This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California, Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. First and foremost, I want to give it's CIF playoff. It is time for the playoffs, and I want to go ahead and make sure that we give love to all the teams out there that were competing and that were a part of the CIF Southern Section playoffs, even if you did not get a chance to make it in studio. Because I didn't even think about this last week. Last week, if you had a chance to catch the show, we did a national show for 2 hours. I felt like SpongeBob because I was like 2 hours later. Had my guy Jake in studio with me, and I'll tell you, his memory recall is just fantastic. And if you hang around, the next hour we do the national segment, so make sure you check that out. But I didn't think to go over some of the scores, and I know some of these scores are a little bit old because I totally forgot. I'm getting old, everybody. Like I always say, my age now starts with a 5, so you've got to forgive me. But I'm fine. I'm healthy. I'm okay. I'm still doing well. But I just wanted to give a shout-out to Palm Desert boys basketball. Even though they fell to Blair, I still wanted to give them a shout-out. I know Palm Springs had won their first-round game. Rancho Mirage won. You talk about a nail-biter. When the playoffs opened, they won a score of 54-53 as they beat Bishop Diego. So they were able to streak that out. Desert Chapel, we're talking about the boys CIF. These were these were earlier rounds, and they did fall to Rosemead. 29 Palms won their first game, so that's pretty good. Palm Valley had won, and then DCA got a win as well. Coachella Valley fell, and we're talking about early on. Girls basketball, Palm Desert won their first round. They beat Colton. And also, I got to give some love to soccer. Soccer is out there getting it in. Desert Mirage was in the playoffs. You had Palm Desert in the playoffs. Rancho Mirage, they got a win. You had La Quinta, Shadow Hills, Coachella Valley, Indio. So give some shots out to soccer. They're out there doing their thing. Shadow Hills, I'll tell you, the little engine that could. We had Shadow Hills in studio. They've won the DEL 5 years in a row. And, you know, I love to see what Shadow Hills is doing. They're on a mission right now. They are absolutely on a mission. They want to get to that CIF title. And I'll tell you, they're in the Division III. That is a tough division to be a part of. But if there's any team that they can really build upon the success that they're having, it's without a doubt it is Shadow Hills. You've got to love that. Xavier Prep had fell in the playoffs. 29 Palms fell in the playoffs. La Quinta was there. They fell. Desert Christian, and we're talking about on the girls' side. Desert Christian, they beat Dominguez. So you're talking about that. That's how big CIF Southern Section is, because Dominguez from Desert Christian, that's got to be almost a 2-hour drive. That is a big geography. And then you had Yucca Valley was in there. Coachella Valley was in there. On the girl side, Desert Chapel. We had them on Media Day. They're based in Palm Springs. Great school. Love what they're building there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go on the YouTube. If you go on YouTube and you search the Fox Sports 1270 AM, we brought all the teams out. The teams that could make it, because there are some teams that had prior engagements, and they corresponded with me and let me know. If they couldn't make it to Media Day, we tried to get them in studio here at Fox Sports Radio. Like Shadow Hills was not able to make it to Media Day, but we were able to get them here in studio. So we loved having them out and being here. And boy, are they doing great things. And then you Desert Hot Springs as well. But like I said, they were in the playoffs. Like I said, if you don't get a chance to hear us live, and this is what I learned, because my daughter is a Gen Z, and she always tells me all the time, Dad, we don't listen to stuff or watch stuff live, and I get it. So if you don't want to watch it live, or you want to do it on demand, as my daughter would say. Even this podcast, this very podcast of getting up at 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday is too early for you. I get it. And also a lot of the kids, because we were talking about this, I was talking about guy Jake off air. It's not season yet for baseball, so a lot of the baseball teams are actually playing today. Like, I wanted to try to get Palm Desert baseball in, but they have a game today. So if you can't listen live, then make sure you go on the iHeartRadio app and then just search the Coachella Valley Sports Report, and you can hear this very show any place, anytime that you want. Go on the app, give us subscribe to us, give us 5 stars, and make sure you check us out. And if you want to see, because for everyone out there listening right now on radio, I know it's just an audio feed, but if you go onto the YouTube channel, we actually upload this. So go to the Fox Sports 1270 AM, go to the YouTube channel, search Fox Sports 1270 AM, and you can see us on the YouTube channel. And boy, I tell you, I know I sound like the old guy that says stay off my lawn, but I've been in radio I first got into radio in the year 2000. That was the first time I got on air. I know that seems like such a long time ago now, but back then radio was just truly radio. You could come in looking bummy and all this, and maybe somebody took a picture of you. But nowadays, I tell you, with the social media and the YouTube and whatnot, radio is now TV. So that's another thing. On social media, make sure you follow us. Now that we're throwing everything out there, go to Instagram and follow us at Fox Sports PS, as well as X. I still call it Twitter. I know I'm the old guy. I still call it Twitter. But yeah, go ahead and give us a follow. Make sure you check us out. We're on all the social media channels. And if you're a local team, like today, and I just thought about this, I got to make sure I set the table. We're going to have the Desert Sentinels in studio. We've got the owner, and we've got a couple of the players in studio. So it's going to be a really good show. We're excited to have them in. They are the arena football team for the Coachella Valley. So if you get a chance, make sure you support them, get behind them. They're really doing some great things. I think they were ranked number 1 in the nation. So they're really, really doing some good things. Also want to give some shout-outs. Let's stay on this Let's stay on the playoff run. Want to give some congratulations again to some more of the Desert teams that were in the playoffs. Palm Desert girls soccer was in the playoffs. Shadow Hills was in. Palm Springs was in. India was in. Coachella Valley was in. Desert Hot Springs was in. Desert Mirage was in the playoffs. And DCA. I tell you, DCA, they just they seem to have good teams in every sport, in a multitude of sports. So we're excited about that. Speaking of that, we're going to have we had the Coachella Valley versus Imperial Valley football game. We had Coach Johnson. He coached the game, and then Coach Shaw of Imperial. He coached the Imperial Valley. Coach Johnson coached the Coachella Valley. So that's really good. So we're excited about that. And now we've announced we're going to have the Coachella Valley Basketball Classic. Second annual is coming back. It's going to be on April 12th. And the reason we do that is because we want to make sure that we don't mess with prom season. Because, one year, I remember we were doing the All-Star games, and we did it on a Saturday. The first one year, because we didn't think about it. I have 3 kids that went to school, and I just didn't think about it. If the prom kind of takes precedence over an All-Star game. But we did the game, and one girl, her prom was at Saturday, and we had the game on Sunday because we switched it. She still had her lashes and her nails, and she said, "No, I'm going to play in this game." So that is funny when you see that. But we're excited about that. So if you have a player that is interested in playing in the game, the nominations are open. Make sure you talk to your head basketball coach or athletic director, because right now for the boys team, we have Coach Justin. I always butcher his name. He's the Palm Desert coach. He's going to coach. He coached last year. He'll be coaching again this year. He just had a great run. I know their season ended in the playoffs, but they had a fantastic run over there at Palm Desert High School. So he is graciously offered to coach the game again. We're really excited about that. And then we're going to have Coach Matt of DCA is going to coach one of the teams as well. So everyone out there in the Valley, make sure you get your players nominated. Make sure you get your players in the game, because we are looking forward to having another game. Last year was the first year we did it. And the funny thing is, when we did the game last year, we didn't even have this show hadn't launched yet, because when we took over the station last January. And I'll tell you, learning how to run a station, it's like drinking water from a fire hydrant. And it was just a lot. So I kind of slowed down on launching the show, but we did the All-Star games. We wanted to make sure we did that because we wanted to introduce ourselves to the Coachella Valley. And last year we were at Indio High School, and it was a fantastic success. I want to thank Arthur, who was the sponsor of that game. Every player in the game received a free custom uniform, tops and bottoms, no charge, that they keep for a lifetime, and that was all due to the gracious support of our sponsors. And then we awarded a college scholarship. So this year, the Riverside Sheriff's Association, who I've worked with for years, has stepped up, and they will be sponsoring the game. So we're excited about that. And then also, we're going to do the second annual Coachella Valley Baseball Classic. That will take place right now because of the time of the year, and baseball goes a little bit longer than every sports because a lot of the kids have already graduated. Last year, when we had the game, we had a couple of we did it on a Thursday last year, and we had a couple of players who couldn't play in the game because they were in playoffs. So we didn't know until I think it was Tuesday of that week what team was going to have players that could not play. So that's the one thing about high school baseball. So we had to figure out who's who. So this year, to alleviate that, we're going to try to do it on a Monday. And June 1st now is the date that we're working on, and we're hoping that we can have it again in Palm Springs. So I will keep you posted on that. We're going to be sending out the nomination request for that soon. I know baseball is just getting started, but I'll tell you, it was just that's the first time I'd ever been involved with a high school baseball all-star game, and it was fantastic. This year, last year we gave the players a custom jersey. They wore their own pants, and then talking to a lot of the coaches, they were actually saying, because we gave them hats last year, and the coaches were saying actually just have them wear their own hats so they could represent their high schools. Baseball is special. You don't want to mess with the traditions and the superstitions of baseball. So I yield to the coaches. So that's what we're going to do this year. But we still will have their own custom jerseys, and then they'll just wear their own tops and bottoms. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have the Desert Sentinels in studio. So let's go ahead and do this. You are listening to the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I'm your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report on Fox Sports Radio. KFSQ, Thousand Palms, Palm Springs.
Dan Patrick in the morning and the best sports talk in the Coachella Valley.
Fox Sports 1270 AM, Palm Springs. Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. We have some returners in. I guess you like me, Coach. Please introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
I'm Ted DeVore, coach and owner of the Desert Sentinels.
Now, you got some big news, and that's why I wanted to make sure that we got you. And I appreciate you reaching out. And you said if you can come up on the mic, Coach, so we make sure that we can hear you so the audience can hear you. You got some big news this year. You guys are in a new league, and you got some exciting stuff. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the new league, we decided to take our talents into another league that's more indoor. Gives the players a platform to be able to showcase their talents inside an arena,
right,
and move up to the next level is a lot of their goals. So we've been able to do both. We play outdoor and indoor anyways, but this is mainly a indoor league. So we're going to play in the PIFL, which is the Pacific Indoor League.
Right.
It spans over 3 states.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have, Nevada, Arizona, Northern Cali, and then Southern California.
And talk to me a little bit about this league, because a lot of times when you see arena leagues, they're not really in California, but it's good to see an arena league. And you say you're over 3 states,
right?
But how excited were you for this opportunity to be a part of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's good because this is the ground floor. So I felt like if we're going to get inside a league, let's be the first ones in to this league, first year, inaugural season. And since we're kind of the bigger name, since we've been around a while, it kind of solidifies the league as well.
Yeah, you can go ahead and stun on them to let everybody know. You told me a little bit because you had reached out to me and you said your schedule had just dropped. So talk to me a little bit about the schedule. I'm on the website right now. Talk to me a little bit about the schedule and some of the opponents that you have. That's going to be a lot of traveling.
It is. It's nothing that we're not accustomed to. We're used to traveling. We travel very well. But, yeah, we're playing teams that we've never played before. Mm-hmm. And so that's a good thing. It's good for the players, good for us as well. Allows us to really see what we're about. But, yeah, so we'll be traveling up north to Oakland area. We'll be going to Vegas this year. We'll be going to Upland, and then we'll also go to Lindsay, which is our first game against a familiar opponent.
Right. And one thing that you're excited about, you told me you guys won a national championship. So you guys are ranked number 1 in the nation?
Yes.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sure the league had to be happy that you guys got that.
Yeah, they're happy.
They got you, I should say. They're happy
Yeah.
they got you, I should say.
Yeah, definitely they're happy, but it also puts a much larger target.
Right. Yeah, I see you guys are going to go to Lindsay, California. Where is that? Is that up north? I've never heard of it.
It's a little bit past Bakersfield.
Oh, okay, Central California. And then Alameda, you'll be in Henderson, you'll be in Upland, Palm. Of course, you're going to be playing at home as well. So if someone wants to see you all, where are you guys playing your home games?
We'll be playing at Freedom Park off a country club in Palm Desert.
Okay. And then going over to Vegas. Maybe I'll jump on the bus with you guys because then I love me some Las Vegas. So
right, yeah.
that is fantastic. So tell me a little bit about this journey. You've been there from the beginning. Yeah, and you told me last time you were here, this is just a vision you had. Are you surprised at how great you guys have been and how you guys are doing?
Yes, in different realms. So, when you do something, you're just doing it for fun. Mm-hmm. You don't really know what it's going to transpire into. So it has taken off, and it's only the benefit of the guys that allowed that to happen. So without them, we really don't exist.
Right.
But this is just part of the vision. It's not the full vision, and obviously that's in works. And so we don't try to count our eggs before they hatch. So we kind of have been doing our due diligence and taking one step at a time.
Right. And I know you have some partners that you're involved with as well.
Yes.
Let's name drop them. Let's see who else you got involved with you.
So I have Lloyd, and then I have LT, and I have Gabe. They all play.
Okay.
So I'm the only one that's stepping away from playing this year. They are going to continue playing.
So you play too?
I did. I'm not anymore.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So, when I played high school football, I mean, if you ever need a water boy, I'm here for you.
Got it.
Because that was the extent of my talent.
That's perfect.
Yes. My cousin got all the talent. His son now, Keyshawn Nixon, plays for the Packers. He took all the talent out of my family. So I did not get the talent on my side. But, you said you played semi-pro as well. Mm-hmm. And you got your BS in business. Do you think that that's helping you do this and run this team?
Yes, definitely. Going back to school and doing that is helping because now I can do a structure from ground up.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing like that. The one thing I tell you, because I have my degree in business as well. I didn't get my degree in journalism, but it's funny when you realize how different it is with textbooks as opposed to real stuff, because they don't tell you about the IRS and all those taxes and things like that go along with it, or like the light bill and stuff. But tell me, who did you bring with you, and who do you have in studio?
So I brought 2 offensive players, 2 of the most talented receivers in Chauncey and Johnny Lewis here, and then I bought my linebacker that will probably run through a wall if you asked him to, and a nice DB Derwin, and then linebacker Staniel.
I'll tell them I come in peace. They look like they're ready to go out and play right now, so I come in peace. I don't want the smoke. I'll have the first player come on up. Introduce whoever wants to come up. Introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience. Yeah, by all means, come on. Introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
Hi, I'm Thaniel Lee. I play linebacker.
Okay, the way you sound like you want to take the Midnight Love Show over here. He came on up with that smoke. Tell me a little bit about it, man. Tell me what got you. You like to cook,
Yeah, I love to cook.
I can't prove it because you didn't bring anything, but this gut that I have needs maintenance. So, what's your specialty? What do you like to cook?
Oh, I like to smoke.
Okay.
That's my thing.
You get the stuff, the real tenderism.
Hey, I don't know if I can get up to Unc over there, but
Yeah, I went there and I saw the line and I just kept driving.
I try to go there too after work, and I seen it too, and I kept pushing.
Yeah, it's like it's not that much because my family is from Mississippi, and I know that they can't cook like them, but I'll let them do their thing.
My family's from out there too.
There you go. Yeah, Laurel and Hattiesburg, winning the national championship. Tell me a little bit about that. How did that make you feel?
Oh man, it was an up and down feeling, throughout the process, but at the ending of it, we all were ecstatic. we were drained.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we did anything after the game.
Uh-huh.
I think we all went to bed still because, it was late. A lot of us were just drained from it.
Yeah.
Because it was a long game.
Yeah, yeah.
We weren't looking for that to be that long, but it happened to turn out that way, and we came out on top.
There you go. And you said one of the things that helped you was not talking when you're on the field and listening to Coach Ted. See, that was my problem. My coaches couldn't get me to stop talking. And they just finally said, get him out of here. But how has Coach helped you along the way in your journey?
Oh, well, man, he just looks at me. He'll say one thing, and if I keep going, he just stares at me. And that second warning, I already know what it is.
Uh-huh.
And I stop.
I hear you. And you said your father signed you up for this?
As a kid, yeah, it was
as a
more
kid.
of a, like, you're going to do something, here you go. I was 9.
Right, right.
And I'm on the football field. And ever since then, I loved it.
Must be nice to have a dad. But, that's not important. There's no need to talk about my life story. But what are your goals going forward?
Man, just to help this team grow, I'm not sure how much longer I got here, but, me and Ted's done talked. If I can get into the coaching side of it, that's where I'm going to be. And, I'm not leaving the program, so I'm just going to continue to help it build.
Right. And you went to COD. Did you play at COD?
Yeah. I started out as a running back, graduated from Cat City High School. And
so you're a local guy.
Yeah, I'm a local.
So that's got to feel good to put the desert on your back and go get that chip.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, congratulations. We look forward to continue to watch you as the journey continues on.
Thank you very much.
There you go from Cat City. All right, who we got coming up next? Introduce yourself, my man.
My name is Chauncey Watkins.
Okay, excellent. And then talk to me a little bit about the season. What was it like? Were you a part of the national championship as well?
Yes.
How did that feel for you guys? I know it had to have been a goal, and when you guys got it, that had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it was a blessing for sure to do it with the group of guys that we did it with, and then to see the shine on Coach Ted and the owners.
Yeah.
They've been working way before I got here on reaching that goal, so to see them to be able to host that trophy up was a beautiful thing. So it was a blessing for sure.
Right. And one thing, I just saw this. I'm looking at your notes and what you gave us. And it's the Winter Olympics are going on right now.
Right.
But this young man's being modest. So you've got wheels. So you made the Olympic team?
Yes, 2016, yeah.
Oh, my. So talk to me a little bit about that. What is that like to go over there and represent your country? Did you do the walkout and everything?
I didn't do the walkout. I ended up being an alternative for the team. But to go to Rio was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was my first time to be even out of state or out of country.
Yeah.
I didn't plan on, making it that far. So when I did it, it was definitely a surreal feeling to be around, your idols, seeing people that you watch every day from different countries. So it was more of a not even like a humbling experience. It's just me. I was more starstruck
than
anything than actual, getting out there and running, just being around those type of athletes and stuff. So
in 16, was Usain still there?
Yeah. He was. If you wasn't Usain, you wasn't nobody.
Yeah. Did you tell him? Did you ask him if he wanted to smoke?
He actually. I got invited to one of his track clinics, so
nice.
It was cool. Just to be around him, to see how he was and how humble and down to earth that he is. Even though on screen a lot of people might not see it, but he's a good dude.
Yeah, that's got to be life changing. You should have asked him if he want that smoke. He invited you out.
I wouldn't mind getting beat by him, man. Wouldn't have been no issue with that.
Right. Tell me a little bit about this season and what are you looking forward to? It's a new league, new team, some teams you hadn't played.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for whatever, man. I kind of don't even look at the schedule. I kind of just let Ted tell me who we playing, when to be there, and I just show up. But I'm looking for a good season for all of us, as a whole, and trying to get back to the championship and playing these teams that we haven't seen. So that's a excited feeling to see something new, something different.
Yeah.
And that's my only goal is just to be a leader, lead by example, and just show up.
Right. And you also said you graduated law school?
Yeah.
I better ask the correct questions.
No, you're good. So I went to the University of Laverne, which is a law school. I got a full ride for track to go there. This is before I knew it was a law school. So I ended up graduating in speech communication and business. So being a first-generation student and to be able to graduate from a prestigious university like that was definitely a humbling experience for me and my family. So
Yeah, congratulations on that. I always tell people, I'm a first-generation college graduate as well. I always tell people, and it took me 24 years. I never gave up. I stuck to it. Once my kids were getting close to going to school, I said, I got to finish before them.
Right.
So I finally finished it up and got it done. And I tell my kids all the time, no one has ever said my life is messed up because I got a bachelor's. No one has ever said that. So it's one of those things you got to use the sport, and especially track and field, use the sport to get what you need to do. So I got student loans I can't pay back. You don't have that problem, but good for you.
Everybody's on a different timeline, you know what I mean? Every way's a blessing. So.
He like, it sucks to be you. But, but it's all good, man. We appreciate you coming in and letting us know everything you got going, man. So we will watch you all season long.
Yes, sir.
So who we got coming up next?
Be cool. I know Johnny Lewis, man. Teammates call me Jay Lewski. I can't help it. This is me.
I get you.
I got you. You just got to make sure we stay within rules and regulations, but we all good.
Sure,
you came in looking cool. You got the glasses on. He's like, hey, I got to be me, right?
Yeah, man. I can't change for nobody, man.
There you go. I feel you. Tell me, what are you looking for this season? What are you most excited about?
Man, just going out there competing, just doing what we do best, play as a brotherhood.
Right. And you said that you were a small kid coming out the ghetto. So
Man,
small, you got size. You must have
I ain't
a
small no more.
No,
yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. I think I ate 2 cows. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That's why I said I come in peace, man.
I don't want no problems with
Yeah, neither do I. I'm allergic to beat downs, and you guys look like you get in the weight room, so I'm good. But you said that, you're outgoing and welcoming. I see your personality, man. You're the life of the party.
Man, I'm like a leader, like, man, one voice, one sound. So they hear my voice, they're like, oh, yeah, it's crunch time.
Right.
It's no harm, no foul. It's all love.
Right. And then talk to me about that journey, because we talked about. I grew up in the inner city as well, but coming from Watts to where you're at now, football had to have changed your life. Did you go to Locke?
No, I went to Centennial.
Okay.
So you know where that's at.
Yeah,
It's
my mother went to Dominguez.
I went to Dominguez too.
Yeah.
Brandon
Okay.
Jennings went there.
Yeah. But talk to me a little bit about that journey and how everything football has helped you.
Football is everything. Basketball, all sports, So, like, making it to 18, like I say, is a blessing.
Yeah.
I made it over 18. I'm happy to be here and playing football, even here doing a podcast with my brothers and Coach Teddy.
Right.
So I salute everybody.
Right.
So I'm just happy to be here, man.
Right, absolutely. And tell me a little bit, what are you looking forward to this season? You guys were the national champions. You got a target on your back. Are you guys ready for that smoke?
A target is a target. Everybody got targets.
Right.
We just step on the field and do what we do best. Like I say, play as a brotherhood. So it's nothing more, nothing less. We're going one man. Hey, one band, one sound, like I say.
I got you. What position do you play?
All of them. I play everything, but wide receiver, primary wide receiver.
Wide receiver. So when you're out there and you about to get that fade route, do you laugh at the other guy or what?
I get tunnel vision. I really get tunnel vision.
You get tunnel vision?
I see things before it happen.
There you go.
So it's like, I don't know, I just play,
Yeah.
So other than that, I do what I do best and catch a ball, score a touchdown.
There you go. I love it, man. I love the leadership. I love what you're doing. And like I say, sports can take you on a journey that you never knew and you never could do. Are you giving? Do you look to giving back once your time is up and getting involved with the sport?
I train my sons, like I want to train other kids, help them, better themselves every day. So that's my plan after this, yes.
And, that's something I should have asked as I pick up my mouse. So you won't hear about that at home, but you'll see it on the screen. But as I pick up my mouse, name drop the kids, man.
Jalen Lewis, J. Sarah Lewis, and Jordan Lewis.
There you go. 3 boys.
3 boys.
I love it, man.
Lewis bros.
Yeah, dads are so important. It's so critical to be involved. But, yeah, man, I love it. You say you're outspoken on the team chat.
I'm very outspoken. It's always yes for Johnny.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you this season and all the things you guys are going to do. We have one more young man coming on up. By all means, introduce yourself to the Fox Sports Radio audience.
What's going on? My name is Derwin Johnson.
All right, and then what position do you play?
I play DB.
So you said you went to multiple schools starting in JUCO?
Yeah, so I started out I graduated at Shadow Hills High School, class of 2016. I went to the
same colors.
Yeah,
same colors.
Same color.
So that's why you signed up. You was like, "Hey, I love the colors."
Pretty much. Yeah. So I went in JUCO, graduated from College of the Desert, ended up getting a late offer to Arkansas, and then things went left. Training camp, stuff like that, grade issues, stuff like that. So I had to come back home, red shirt, fix some of the grades. Ended up going D2 out to a school in Oklahoma called East Central. They produced a couple NFL athletes, so I took a chance to go there. Played during the COVID season, would be the FCS school, all that stuff. It was cool. I had stuff going on at home, so I came back home, transferred to the University of Redlands, finished there, got a business degree.
Mm-hmm. And then you said you've had and congratulations on that, getting that degree.
Appreciate
and you said you so there's things going through surgery and going through that process. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I originally wasn't even going to play for the Sentinels this year because I ended up signing to a team. Shout out to Ted as well. You know, he looked out for me and stuff like that. I still play. I'm only 27, still young. Got opportunities to go to CFL, stuff like that. What do you call it? So I was training just right before training camp. I ended up tearing my meniscus. So I had to have the surgery, and then I ended up getting cut. And by the time, they just, I just got cut. And this is the only opportunity I got right here. Ted gave me the chance to come back. These guys welcomed me as usual. I'm back.
There you go. And especially you playing for the hometown team.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed, I had that conversation with my coach. It wasn't a surgery or anything. It was just talent. He just said, you don't have talent. So I couldn't play myself, man.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man.
Yeah.
But everyone has their own journey, man. Like I talk about my cousin Keyshawn. He went to JUCO in Arizona, and everybody's thinking, he couldn't do anything. And then he went to South Carolina.
I'm
and
very
he got
familiar with him,
Yeah.
Shoot, it was funny because I was on Twitter. He was on Twitter. I actually got to talk to him for a second. He asked for my playlist. I sent him my playlist, because he wants some Cali music. So I sent him a little Cali playlist.
Nice. His aunt, who is my first cousin, because he says he's from Compton, he's from Linwood. Hey, I'm not going to debate that. It is what it is, because his dad, my cousin Keith Nixon, is my first cousin. So just happy to see that journey. And like you said, it's people stick to it and go to it and navigate and get it done. You never know where you can end up or where it could lead to. So what are you looking forward to this year? What are your goals?
Shoot, to be honest, just get back out there and play, compete with these dudes. Shoot, they give me a look, I give them a look, and make each other better. I'm the best corner they going to see. They're the best receivers I'm going to see, so we always ready.
I like it. Yes, you got to be excited about this, Coach.
I'm always excited.
Yeah. I mean, talk to me a little bit about I had your first game is coming up. It's going to be March 21st up in Central California. What are you most excited about for this year?
Just getting back out there. I mean, obviously after the national title game was kind of early in this year's calendar year, I should say. We're not really accustomed to playing at that time.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to get these guys out there through finally done with practice. Like, it gets kind of monotonous sometimes, practice. You want to be able to compete against somebody other than what you know.
Right.
And really see, what you've been doing is going to pay off. And like these guys said, they're playing against each other, so they're making each other better.
Right, absolutely. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll get some more questions in with your guys as well as Coach Ted. So let's go ahead and take this quick commercial break. You are listening to the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I'm your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report on Fox Sports Radio. The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays from 9 a.m. to noon, heard throughout the Coachella Valley. Fox Sports 1270 a.m. Palm Springs. Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. Coach Ted, it's funny, when we were off air, we were laughing about it. I want to thank the gentlemen because FCC, they're listening. So we want to make sure that we keep it clean. So I want to thank all the players for doing that and keeping it nice and clean. And, one thing we talked about it, what's unique about your league is there are some indoor teams, there are some outdoor teams. Is that because I've seen arena football, you play in like tennis shoes sometimes. Is that for your players? I've always wondered, is that difficult to go from the two surfaces, or do you think? Let me get you hot. There we go. Sorry about that. There we go.
You would think there would be, but to be honest with you, you don't really feel it when you're playing.
Right.
Honestly, I think some of the guys prefer playing in their turf shoes.
Right.
Because some of those surfaces are really nice. I'm not going to lie. Like when we go to play Vegas,
yes,
we're playing in the Vegas Nighthawk Stadium.
The Dollar Loan Center, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're playing in some really prestige field right there. So you don't always get that at this level.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I may need to stay in contact because you had me at Vegas. I know they're in Henderson. I know it's in Henderson, but it's close enough. I can get an Uber.
It's about
from
20
there.
minutes. Yeah.
I can get an Uber from there. Yeah. But talk to me about the March 21st. You guys have you played the Sharks? Do you?
Yes, we played them last season. We went up there to their home. I think it was like mid-season for them, but it was our first game of the season.
Right.
And so we played pretty well. I mean, obviously we had some rusty moments and some learning curves, but we were able to win. Then it turned out we played them again, but they came here, and that was for the California State title.
Uh-huh.
And so we played each other, and we were able to still beat them. So we showed we could play on both surfaces.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And you guys won the the Golden State Sun Bowl. Sorry about that. And was that the State of California championship?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And then the national championship was in Texas, right?
Correct. We played in San Antonio.
That had to be something. Where was that game held at?
Well,
all right.
it was held at a private school. Let's just put it that way. Probably wasn't the best field choices, but
right.
being the first opportunity for such an event, it's a lot of unknowns. You're taking 4 teams trying to play at one venue from different areas.
Right,
so,
right.
The person putting it together, I had a conversation with them, and I was like, hey, probably not the best service, but hey, we're here for a reason. We're going to play regardless. He was like, hey, honestly, I didn't think anybody was going to show.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a bunch of what ifs. Like, people say they're there, but we know nowadays it's not always the case. So when he started seeing that all the teams were going to be committed, now the following year that's going to be coming up, now they're going to move it to more of a better surface because now they know teams will show.
And that's a good idea. And when you think about it, and I'll ask anybody on that, when you think about you have the family obligations, you have practice and all that, how difficult is that to balance it too? And anybody can answer that wants to come up and do it, or because I know it's go ahead. Make sure I get my correct question legally, but how? Because this is a law school graduate. But talk to me a little bit about the challenges of just juggling your life and your day and getting out there and playing football.
You just got to make it a priority at the beginning of the season. When Ted or one of the owners hit you up, and then try to get with your family, with his wife or kids, and kind of try to work around it.
Right.
If you can, and that comes with, practice also and all the games.
Right.
Because you're going to have some things where you got to pick and choose, whether it's a birthday party or, a wedding or something like that, where you're going to have to put something on the back burner, and you don't want to have to do that, but that's the things you do. That's the things you got to set, for when you take that responsibility to play for the team.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm married with 3 kids, so believe me, I know missing those missing those birthday parties and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, she don't play. She don't play when it comes to missing birthday parties. So I got to really dial in and try to butter her up in the beginning, and hopefully when the game comes around, I ain't got to really deal with too much.
Right.
I mean? But I deal with it when I get home. But it's been good though. It's been a blessing that she's been actually pushing me to go out and do it and trying to support it, and and not have me pick and choose sides and stuff like that. So
right, and I'm a married guy. Like I said, this will get you brownie points, man. Drop the missus.
Randy Mullen.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So now you name drop them, get
Right.
And then this is what you could also do. You could tell her, you got to respect me. I'm an Olympian.
Yeah, she knows. That's what she knows that. So if anything, I can still run away from stuff.
There you go. Like I always say, with my marriage with my wife, I always get the last word, and it's yes, dear.
Yeah.
So
just say yes and keep it pushing, man.
There you go.
It's my son I got to deal with mostly. He the one that give me a lot of pushback.
Right.
But he's growing into loving the sport. He starts tackle football this year.
Yeah.
So he's growing into it. So he's actually likes to go and watch games. He gets mad when he can't.
Right.
Go to the game. So getting him on board and getting her on board is the best thing I've been able to do since I've been playing. So.
And that's the most important thing. The reason they call me Coach B, and I coach youth football, and for that very thing. And honestly, when I played freshman, I got hurt. I got two slip discs in my back because I didn't know what I was doing. Right. And that's why I started coaching my son. Yeah. And I got involved with him and knowing the game and understanding the game. And I come from a family of football players. Is that something now you can see the perspective where how to instill that in yourself?
Yeah, big time. And sometimes I go overboard. Because I'm thinking he's 21 and he's only 5.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of like pull back because I'm thinking of myself and him.
Right.
But I know what he can do because I didn't see him do it. So that's where I got to kind of find that line to make sure he's having fun and not make it a job for him so he can come out and want to come out every year and not feel like, oh, it's too stressful to play and then he doesn't want to play anymore. So it's kind of like seeing both sides of it, so it's a blessing to see him actually hone in and actually want to do it, because a lot of kids don't like running.
Right.
And if they're told to run, they'll run on their own. But if they're told to run, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, and it's a difficult balance, because I have two boys. My two boys are 2 years apart, and I coached my older son, but then I didn't coach my younger son because it was hard to that's the advice that I would give is when we were at home, I was still talking about film and this and that, and then one of my buddies told me, hey, when he's at home, he just wants dad. So that's the balance that you have to do. So when I saw that, I didn't coach my younger son because I didn't want to do that.
Right.
And you're always tougher on your own.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. And I coached his youth flag football team, so I had to, pick of not, separate being a dad and being a coach.
Right.
Because I catch myself coaching him more than the other kids, and I knew that wasn't right.
Right.
But I had to find that line to let him know, I'm your coach.
And you have to be tougher on your own.
Right.
And that's what my son struggled with, because you have to be tougher on your own to set an example.
Right.
And does anybody else have that balance, or that have those juggling matches or anything? All right. I got you. But yeah, that's always difficult when you do that, and when you have to do the two. It's finding that balance, So, but you guys have got a wonderful team here. I'm looking forward to watching you all and seeing as you continue to grow and develop. And you guys have been the pride of the desert. And I'm just glad what you guys are doing and just bringing the shine to football out here, professional football out here. And we talked about it. I know there's teams that have done it before, but your heart and your passion, I think, is what drives this thing.
It is, but I wouldn't do it if these guys weren't there, honestly. I talk to these guys not just about football. It really is, like Johnny said, it is a brotherhood. We really embrace that. So we talk about life situations outside of football.
Right.
We are human. We do have the same situations every household has. So sometimes you just need that support system, and that's what we are.
Yeah, and that's the difference, because a lot of times, we'll have high school sports in here, but, I mean, you guys are dealing with a different dynamic where you start talking about wives, kids, and things like that. So it's and I know that when we're talking about birthday parties, I've been there, and sometimes, because the missus would think, because I was the commissioner of an entire chapter, and then you're putting all this time and effort into all those kids, and then she's like, what about your kids? But it's for the greater good. So but because I know sports and being involved and keeping kids off the streets is so important. So but you guys are doing some phenomenal things. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep me posted, keep me updated on everything else, anything that I miss or anything we have to, because I know we talked about your first game that was coming up, and that's going to be March 21st. But what day is your first home game when you guys will be back in the Valley?
First home game is going to be week 4 against the Coyotes, and that should be April 11th.
Okay. And then you guys said you play locally in Palm Desert?
Yes, Palm Desert at Freedom Park at the football field that's right there. We will paint it off and make it into the right dimensions that we play on in any other service.
Okay, and I have it. I just pulled it up. Facebook sometimes is bugs out. So you guys, that's going to be on April 11th against the Panthers, and that is at 77400 Country Club Drive in Palm Desert, California. The home game kicks off at 4 o'clock. And then also, if you guys get a chance for all the updates, if you need to know more, make sure you follow Desert Sentinels on Instagram.
Correct.
And then that's where they can get all the information. If anybody wants to get involved and do stuff, that's where they go.
They can message us, and we'll be happy to have any conversations. The last little thing that I could put out there is if there's any businesses or anybody in the community that wants to support the team, there's a lot of opportunities to be able to support us and help these guys travel and pay for things that need to be paid for. We are adults, we have jobs, but we also have bills at home too. So.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
They want to keep the dream alive. They want to keep playing, and sometimes we just need a little help.
Yeah, absolutely. Always get me that information. Anything that I can distribute, I can disperse. I'm always here to support. You guys have supported us, so we appreciate you supporting me. I got to get one of those jerseys. I like those jerseys.
But those are we can make that happen.
There you go. Let's make it. And on the back where it says he's not gonna have his on the back, instead of putting a name, just put Waterboy, and then I'll feel like high school all over again.
We put whatever you want on the back there. It's custom made for you.
There you go. Adam Sandler made a movie about my life, but it's all good. So let's go ahead and get out of here. here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Again, we had the Desert Sentinels in. Thank you so much, Coach, for coming in. We really appreciate you. Keep me posted on how the year goes. I love sharing your information on social media, but we're going to take this quick commercial break. This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I'm your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report on Fox Sports Radio. Covino and Rich, weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. right here on Palm Springs' home for sports. Fox Sports 1270 AM Palm Springs. Can't get enough of the Coachella Valley Sports Report? Then make sure you follow us. We're on X and Instagram at CVSR Fox Sports.
This is the Coachella Valley Sports Report. I am your host, Coach B, on Fox Sports Radio, heard in Southern California on Fox Sports 1270 AM. And as always, we are streaming 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. And, you know, I wanted to send something. Let's see. Let me do a quick shout. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. I'm doing this. I know we're doing stuff. You'll see it when I do the podcast later on social media. But I want to give a big shout out to my guy out there, a good friend of mine, Mike Wing. We're working on some things. I can't announce it right now, but I will just say when this happens, it's going to be big news. My guy over at Desert Implants GPS. We got some real things bubbling on the background, and once I'm able to announce it, I think it's going to be earth-shattering out here in the Coachella Valley. What we're trying to do is we're trying to expand the coverage that we're doing. I cannot wait until I can announce that to you all. It'll be coming soon, and then once I can announce it, I'll let you know. You will know soon. But I want to give a shout-out to Shadow Hills. They fell in the playoffs to Luzinger in the second round. But that, I'll tell you, they're playing in Division III. They have won the last 5 DEL titles. They reached the CIF championship in 2022, but I'll tell you, that team, they've got some things coming. We had them in studio, and I think they only had 2 seniors. And Coach said, we announced Coach as our Coach of the Year. He coached the All-Star game last year, and he's coached when I was out in the Inland Empire, he coached the game we had out there twice. So when I reached out to him about coaching the game here, he had coached it. So I appreciate what him getting involved and being a part of what we're doing. So he's building something out there. He only had like 2 seniors. So he's going to have a team that's going to be something to reckon with for years to come. So I just love seeing what they're doing over there at Shadow Hills High School. Palm Desert girls basketball team, they were in studio as well. They had a fantastic year. Palm Desert boys basketball was in studio. We've had a lot of good teams in this year. And I know we're pretty much wrapping up the high school basketball season. I just want to thank all the teams that embraced us, the teams that came out. It's too many teams for me to name right now because I'm getting old. I can't remember all the teams. But all the teams that came out when this journey first started early last year when we had the media day at the Palm Desert Community Center, and I reached out to all the teams, and they came out. And they were a part of what we did, and they embraced us. I said, hey, we're going to have a media day. If you can send your coaches, you can send your players, you can have them come out. And to my shock, the majority of the teams did come out. The majority of the teams did show up, and we appreciate it. And we were able to build a coalition with the poll. So everyone knows that poll is – I'm not the one that's responsible for that. I have several coaches, local coaches, that will give me their input. They'll give me their feedback, and we built that poll with the feedback of course, here at the station. We have people here at the station that are involved with it, and then we have several of the local coaches that give us their feedback, and we hear sometimes we don't all agree. But we go back and forth, and we get feedback from one another, and then we put that poll together. So I just want to thank everybody for embracing me, welcoming me in. We started the Coachella Valley Sports Report last August, and now we haven't even been on for a year yet. And it's I tell you, this time has really gone so fast. So we just appreciate the journey. And now we're looking forward to doing that second All-Star game, and then we're looking forward to doing the baseball All-Star game. And again, once again, thank you to the and let me do this. I know you guys are probably thinking to yourself, what is he doing? What I'm doing now is as I got to go social, I'm on my cell phone. But I want to say thank you to President Santos at the Riverside Sheriff's Association. The Riverside Sheriff's Association has embraced me, got behind me, and now all of the games that we're doing out in the Coachella Valley, next year's volleyball game, this year's basketball game, boys and girls, this year's baseball game. They've gotten involved with us. They support us. And then they supported us. The president even went with me all the way out to Imperial, which is almost 2 hours away from the station in Palm Springs. President Santos went out with us, and it was a good time. So he really gets behind what we're doing. The Riverside Sheriff's Association, without their gracious support, I wouldn't exist, because they supported me when we were out in Riverside, and they follow me out here to the Coachella Valley. So I just want to say thank you to the Riverside Sheriff's Association. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go from the Coachella Valley Sports Report, and then we're going to switch over to the Coach B Show, and we'll do some national stuff. So let me go ahead and take this commercial break. Once again, thank you so much for listening to the Coachella Valley Sports Report. My guy Jake is going to jump in, and you're going to see his memory recall when it comes to sports. Boy, is he fantastic when he does that. So thank you once again for checking out the Coachella Valley Sports Report.